Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Our conversation today will centered around Igbophobia. I have my colleague here in the studio, and considering what happened after this 2023 election, the attacks in Lagos and other places, and there has been a discussion every platform. What's the stake of the Igbo in the Nigerian states? And there's been a lot of discussion about this. It's not today this started, and is it real? Some people think it's just a political statement or political. It was just political, but for some of us, I think it's real. But I would like to hear from my colleague here. Well, what do you actually think about the Igbophobia in the Nigerian context, considering what happened this last election?
Anyways, I can tell you something. The people, I don't even think we have a place in this country called Nigeria. Anyways, a lot of people preaches one Nigeria for the sake of it. Because once it comes into practice, you see that the Igbo man is being relegated to the background of affairs politically. Economically not, because the Igbos are very sagacious business people. But politically, we are treated as outsiders. And then you can, most times you see even warring parts coming together just to fight what they perceive to be a common enemy, which is the Igbo man. And that's why you see all those Igbophobic utterances by even people you think are sensible. And then once such statements comes out of their mouth, even through the actions or inactions, the youths will react. And that's why you see series of attack and people spilling out rubbish, thinking that they are doing anything against the Igbo people. You know? But the Igbo people are very strong-willed people, you know.
Apart from being strong-willed, what I want to say is, do you think is real? Like the other tribes actually, well, here we're talking about other tribes hating Igbos for. I will get to that whether it's justifiable or not. But do you think it's real? Some people argue it's not real. That it's just some other few people who are engaged in this for political reasons. And what do you think about that?
It's real. If you think it's not real, that means you've not been in Nigeria. It's very real.
But other tribes hate Igbos, or the other tribes are jealous of Igbos.
I can't say jealous. I can say they are afraid.
Afraid of Igbos?
Yes, they are afraid of what the Igbo man will do if given a certain level of freedom. Yes, they don't want that. They don't even want to. It's even better they hear that you went to the village with nylon than coming to their fatherland and you're succeeding and you're building castles everywhere, building all the fine good markets, in Lagos, in Kano and other places.
So you said it's not. You think it's not political, it's real.
But it's real. It's an everyday experience. If you've been to Lagos, that is the only place you come and then people just merely looking at you, they just call you Igbo.
So you see that as a form of discrimination?
Yes. And it didn't start today.
Yes,
it didn't start today. Even you can see, even our founding fathers actually had that spirit too. When the emir of northern Nigeria was making a statement on BBC, he was telling you why he hated this, has the level of disdain against the Igbo people, according to him. And then he will tell you the Igbo man is so domineering.
Is this something they do intentionally, or is it a part of their own makeup, or senior to put it, the cultural advantage they have above others? Or is because you are talking about What's I think it's Adana that said that, right?
Yes, the Sadwana of Sokoto. You see, the Igbo people are very assertive people. Do you understand me? So, and people mistake some of the actions of the Igbo people to be a display of a domineering trait. The Igbo man naturally wants to achieve. He wants to make things happen immediately now. Do you understand? He wants to make things happen. It's not the Igbo person is not the person is not an individual who sits back and then expect things given to him now. He wants to grab it himself. Unlike some other ones who are just behind.
That particular action is making the Igbo is very vulnerable to attacks by other tribes. Not only the major tribes, the other small people that don't like the Igbos. That's just a fact. It may not be something of their own making, but these are the facts. Is it something that you are doing intentionally, or
I can tell you, well, it's been age long. It's been age long. I won't bore you with history.
Okay.
But the hate speeches and all those things, it's been age long. It didn't start today. That is why some realist tells you that this country shouldn't even exist as a single entity. It was just a mere geographical expression, And then when you come into that geographical expression, you now see a lot of sentiments, ethnic vibings and all those.
But after 63 years, I think after 63 years, I think it should have been something that we should start blaming. But this was even after our independence, after 6 years we went into had the first military coup and all those, and these were things that were coming up. And I think after 63 years, we should have been able to take care of a lot of these lessons. That this 2023 election brought out a lot of things.
I tell you something.
Maybe it was there, weren't taking.
I tell you something.
A lot of them.
There is something I realized that the youths, the Nigerian youths of these days cares less about tribe. Now, those who actually are still pushing for tribal sentiments are those from the old school, the old order. They know they control their people using ethnic divide and divisions. So, but the modern youth, as you have it today, fortunately or unfortunately, are not interested, except the very literate ones.
Very illiterate ones?
Yeah, except the very literate ones, who relies basically on my papa say they chop. I was in one part of Lagos and somebody was asking, is it true that you eat human being? I say, I heard just like you ate someone the other day.
But that's a very common thing in the Southwest. I think during my days in school, somebody also asked me that question. Like,
up to the extent I went to Togo, there was that, I think 2015, I was in Togo, and one lady was asking me that our fellow Nigerians said that Igbo people eat human being. I said, oh, that there are so many cows in my town. So how do we leave the cows and then consume human meat? We eat what every other person eats. But that aside,
but let's get back to this issue of you said I don't really believe that you said the younger generation, but you find out that like when the attacks were happening, they were carried out by the younger guys. If you tell me they don't actually believe or don't think about it, there are no facts to why you can't say this is why these people hate the Igbos. There are a lot of things. If you go to the north, some people tell Igbos are aggressive, jealous. Yes, one word that can actually.
Yes, I can just encapsulate. See, so many tribes in Nigeria, or so many ethnic nationalities, are very jealous of the Igbo man.
Are you sure?
100% sure.
Let me say,
Listen, do you not know that the developmental stride of the Igbo people in Nigeria, it's intimidating. An Igbo man is the only person that goes to Lagos and buys water, sand fills it, build mansions, goes to another man's land, even when he doesn't even have his own a shop here in the east. But he goes to Lagos and build very gargantuan structures in form of market unions, and then they are renting the shops amongst themselves. It's very intimidating. Now, I can tell you how many shops in Lagos, in the whole of Lagos, is owned by non-Igbos.
Yes, that's true.
No, how many shops? That doesn't mean others don't. But if you take it, if you divide it in percentage ratio
to their numbers,
we discover that the Igbo people control, to a very large extent,
disproportionately
50% of business transactions in Lagos are controlled by the Igbos.
But is it justification for the attack and
now the major thing is that see, let me tell you, some of these people, they know you when you came to Lagos as a houseboy. You had nothing, and then tomorrow you drive the most expensive car and you break houses everywhere. And you know there are some tribes that let me not say this, because if I say it, it becomes ethnic bias. But some people naturally have envy and jealousy ingrained in them. You understand? So even the